What's up? Welcome to episode, I believe, 23 of Shred City. I'm going to hit a push workout today. Just got my 5-minute warm-up done. Just take you guys through my workout, and then I'm going to go through another talk with you again today. Because I figured, I'm on this crazy prep and whatnot, showing you my workout, showing you my diet, but I figured I just should be offering you a lot more informational content. So in every video, I want to almost do like a little sit-down talk and go over a certain topic that can kind of help you guys out in your journeys as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this push. All right, guys, welcome to today's video commentary. I figured I'd just go over a little bit about what I'm doing with my workout here, but just talk to you guys a little bit because I feel like it's important just to kind of talk to everyone on a personal level, just kind of so you understand where I'm at, what I'm going through, what I'm thinking, kind of everything like that. So just to start out, with this workout, with every workout right now, I'm making sure to really get my warm-ups done, taking them seriously. So as you saw here, I did my 5-minute run. I did some dynamic shoulder mobility work, stuff like that, some rotator work, some face pulls, just get some blood to those rear delts, warm up those rotator cuffs, just because with everything you're doing with a pushing movement or a push day with presses, shoulder raises, everything, it can potentially really damage and F up your shoulders. So you make sure you just got to get your body warmed up, acclimated, get some blood in there. So you're just really, really prepared and you're able to take on the lift because there's no point in dieting down if you're just going to get injured and then wreck out all your progress and have to stop. So you got to keep yourself healthy no matter what. So really every day now, just workouts have just been, for the first time in my life, honestly, it's been a challenge to force yourself to come in and work your ass off in the gym. Like, don't get me wrong, I love coming to the gym, working out, setting PRs, but I'm to the point now where I'm so depleted, just so tired that it's just like, it's a battle, honestly. Like, every day has been a battle for me, and it will be for the next 25 days because I'm 25 days out from the shoot right now, which seems crazy. It seems so close, but yet so far to be feeling like this. So, every day is a battle. I'm contemplating this every single day, but honestly, I know that it's all going to be worth it in the end. And like, I'm doing this to be a better person at the end of it, push myself to an extreme unhealthy place, and learn from it, discipline myself from it, and just reach a new level that I'd never thought of before. So how am I really kind of making these workouts go better so I can push through them? Well, number one, to keep myself safe, I've upped my reps pretty much everywhere from like 10 to 15 reps per movement, really nothing below 10 reps. And if I do that, it wasn't planned on being below 10 reps. Like, everything is designed to be above 10 reps, just so I don't put too much of a load on my joints and tendons. But I'm still working hard, hitting failure, same intensity. And that's the really important part about it. People think that once they go high reps or higher their volume just a little bit, that they can take it easy, when no, you have to train to failure. I still train past to failure. I still do 2 to 3 high intensity sets per workout. So I'm still training just as hard. My weights might not be as heavy because I'm training with higher reps, but I'm feeling a little bit better, staying safer, but still training my ass off. And obviously, as you guys can see here in the video, I'm looking crazy lean so far. And I think officially, I would say I'm below 10% body fat. Everyone likes to overestimate their body fat percentage, or underestimate. They always think they're leaner than they are, is what I'm trying to say here. And for me, I think I'm a little bit fatter than I actually am, more so just because I'm very hard on myself. Like, we're all kind of our worst critic. Number one for that, with the amount of just fiber I'm eating in my diet to keep me full, I feel like I'm retaining a little bit more water. And because of that, I just feel a little bit watery, not as lean. But honestly, when I look at the videos and pictures of myself, like, I realize how lean I am, especially when I compare myself to last year. Like, looking at myself in this spot last year, I'm a good 10 pounds heavier, just as lean, if not leaner, which is crazy. And I look way better. I feel like I just more proportion. My proportions are way more V-taperish, stuff like that. So I'm in a way better spot this year, even though I feel self-conscious and feel watery. But that's also just kind of like the mind fuck of prep. It's such an unhealthy spot that I'm pushing myself to here. And as you can see, like, I just look drained and dead. Like, I look just exhausted, and I feel exhausted too. I'm so depleted. I'm literally starving myself and having my body eat away at itself to look insane for a day. Like, it sounds crazy and nobody understands it. But until you do it, and if you do understand it, like, I can vibe with you, man, because you see what this is going to be doing. Like, it's not easy, but at the same time, it's so terrible, challenging, hard,
but you love it at the same time because it's making you grow. It's forcing you to set a goal for yourself and work your ass off towards it. So nobody ever really will get to that point. So if you have been to that point, I congratulate you. But yeah, like, then you understand what I'm going. But even my parents don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing here. They're like, oh, why are you getting so lean? Why are you losing all this weight? They don't understand it. I was just talking to my mom today. She's like, your face looks kind of funny. It's like, yeah, my face is depleted and caved in because I'm been dieting for so long. It's like, nobody's going to understand it, and that's okay. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this for me. And that's with anything you're doing. You should never be doing something for anyone else but yourself. And if you are doing something for yourself and not anyone else, that's how you know you're going to succeed at it. That's how you know you're going to kill it, because it's for you. When you're doing something for somebody else, it's like you're never going to follow through with it, because what happens when that person is all of a sudden out of your life and you no longer are doing it to impress that person? Then you just kind of stop. So when you're doing it for your intrinsic motivation for yourself, you see that goal through, and you know what it's going to take, and you do whatever it takes to get there, even if you feel like shit. Like, I feel like shit right now, but I'm doing this for me, and I know why I'm doing this, and I'm going to conquer it. Come June 6th, I'm going to be in the best shape of my entire life, and just win the day. I've really working hard right now to just kind of trust the process and appreciate every second of that, because that's really what matters here. And it's so easy to get focused on the end date, June 6th, because that's my photo shoot, and that's when you need to look ready for it. But like right now, the suffering and everything I'm going through, that's what's forcing me to grow. Like, that's what's making me a better person right now. June 6th, that date doesn't make me a better person, but it's what I'm doing right now, the process to get there. That's really what matters. So, yeah, guys, it was just kind of a random talk. I think I talked about like a bunch of different things here, but I just wanted to be personal, uptight with you guys, and just kind of tell you guys where I'm at. Also, here's a little physique update for you guys, if you haven't seen anything in a little bit. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video.
All right, what's up, everybody? For today's video, I'm going to be going over a very common question I get from a lot of people, and that is, why am I not hungry? More specifically, why am I not hungry in the morning? I don't like to eat breakfast because I'm not hungry. And there's one obvious and main answer that kind of describes and explains all of this, and that is you're eating too much or you're too fat. And when I say too fat, I don't mean to be calling people fat, but honestly, your body fat's too high. What else am I going to call you? Higher body fat person, overweight person. If your body fat is too high or you're eating too much food, therefore you're going to be higher in body fat. But because of that, you're not going to be hungry because you're in an excess amount or surplus of calories. So therefore, when our body wakes up in the morning, it's got calories that it's still processing, digesting, so it's not going to have a need or desire to have more. So for example, like if you are over, say, 15% body fat and you're not hungry all the time, you can get away with eating little amounts of food. That's mainly just because your body is feeding off of itself and it doesn't require a whole lot of food. Your leptin levels are most likely really high because you have a lot of fat cells. Leptin is a hormone produced by your fat, and when your fat is high, you have an excess or higher amount of leptin. And leptin, it can also reduce the hormone ghrelin, and ghrelin is what makes us hungry, makes us crave food. It's that really kind of pain we get in our stomach when we get really, really hungry. That's our ghrelin telling us we want food. So you're not hungry because you're eating too much food or your body fat is too high. So for example, I've coached people and they're on a diet, they're trying to get like shredded and lean and whatnot, and they'll go the entire diet really not getting hungry at all. Why is this? Well, mainly just because they don't get to extreme levels of body fat. Yes, you can get leaner and see great progress, but if you don't get under that 15% level of body fat or somewhere around there ballpark, you're not going to be getting that hungry. Like some people, I'll have them on these 2,000 calorie diets and like, oh, I feel great. I don't feel hungry. I don't crave this or that or anything. But number one, they have excess body fat. If you're too fat, or you have enough body fat that your body can feed off of and it doesn't crave food. Where on the other hand, people are often like shocked at me, like me right now, I'm eating more calories than I guess you could say the average person would eat on a diet, close to about 2,400.
But what people don't realize is I am like starving on these calories. Like these calories, I would prefer to eat like 4,000 if I could, just because my body fat is so low right now. Like I'm probably under 10% body fat at the moment, and because of that, my leptin levels are very low. So I'm gonna get hungrier a lot faster, and I'm gonna crave more food just because I have lower body fat. My body has less to feed off of from its own fat source, so therefore it's requiring or desiring more food to be taken in. So that's just part of the thing with dieting, especially if you're taking it to the extreme like me. That's something you have to eventually just learn to deal with and embrace, because you can't really work around that. But for the average person, you just got to start losing some body fat if you wanted to really get hungry in the morning. If you are too high in body fat and you're too fat, number one, you just have to lose more. And I guarantee you, if you lose enough body fat and you get to a certain point, there will be a point when you are hungry in the morning, especially if you're not overeating. Because like I said, when we're overfed, we have enough calories in our body's not requiring any more. So if you wake up in the morning, you can go all day long without really eating. It's number one, it's because you're eating too much, you're too fat, or you have a lot of glycogen stored up in your body. And that's the other thing to mention. Glycogen does play a major effect in this too. So another reason why it's easier for me to get super hungry and crave food is because my glycogen is very depleted right now. When you spend so many weeks in a diet, losing body fat, losing weight, your glycogen kind of just goes down with that. So glycogen also keeps you full, keeps you satisfied and stuff like that. And if you are over 15% body fat, you got glycogen up the wazoo. Like you're filled with glycogen. You have really nothing to really making you be that hungry. So people oftentimes will be seeing results on our diet. They'll be losing weight. They're not below the 15%, but they'll be losing weight, seeing progress, and they'll feel great. And then all of a sudden they'll just hit that wall and they're like, holy shit, what's happening? Why do I crave food all of a sudden? Well, you just hit that point when you're actually starting to get a little bit lean now. You hit that point when you're probably below 15% body fat and your body's a little bit more depleted and it's going to be craving food. So for 99% of the population, you'll never be at that point, because 99% of the population is like overweight, never been to an extreme low level of body fat. So for the average person, you don't really have to worry about that too much. But it's just, I kind of wanted to explain this a little bit so we all are kind of on the same page with it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing if you aren't hungry in the morning. But just know that if you aren't hungry in the morning, you're most likely overweight or eating too much. So that could potentially be a bad thing. But just say you don't have an appetite in the morning, but you look great, you feel fine. I wouldn't really worry about it too much. But if you are someone who's overweight, eating too much, really look at that. And that's probably why you're not very hungry in the morning. Because honestly, there's not really scientifically proven that you should eat in the morning, that you shouldn't eat in the morning. I just think for getting in the best shape you can, overall muscle growth being most optimal for muscle growth, and just looking better, you need to be eating something in the morning. So just making sure you're eating the right amounts is huge. All right, guys. So honestly, this video is kind of all over, but I hope you guys enjoyed that workout, enjoyed this little talk. Hopefully that cleared some stuff up. And like always, I'll see you guys in the next one. So please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you later. Peace.